Ah, STDs. They've been around as long as the oldest profession. But how did they treat STDs in medieval times? The Middle Ages, a time of knights, chivalry, and, well, also rampant disease. STDs, known back then as secret ills or shameful taints, were just as prevalent, but the treatments would definitely make your eyebrows shoot up higher than a jester's hat. Forget antibiotics. Imagine leeches, mercury baths, and questionable concoctions brewed by alchemists more concerned with turning lead into gold than curing your itch. Now, leeches aren't exactly cuddly companions. Their bulbous bodies, pulsating with the promise of blood-sucking, are enough to make your stomach churn. But in the medical wasteland of the Middle Ages, they were the go-to cure for everything from headaches to, love's unwelcome side effects. The logic behind it was as dubious as a dragon's hoard. You see, medieval medicine believed in the humours, 4 bodily fluids that dictated your health. Imbalance in these humours, they thought, led to disease. And what better way to restore balance than by letting a slimy creature literally suck the bad humour out? But here's the thing. Leeches don't discriminate. They don't care about your humours. They just want a blood buffet. So, while they might have relieved some itching or swelling thanks to their anticoagulant saliva, they did little to address the actual STD. In fact, their indiscriminate feeding could have spread infections further, turning a single love bug into a full-blown plague. Now, if that didn't work, and you happened to notice some unpleasant symptoms down south, panic sets in faster than a plague of locusts. You again go to the village healer, a wizened old woman with more herbs than sense, who diagnoses you with the humours imbalance. But wait, there's more. Mercury, a metal more toxic than a dragon's breath, was all the rage. Imagine rubbing mercury ointment on your nether regions. Ouch! The idea was to sweat out the evil, but often it just led to mercury poisoning, making you delirious and drooling like a rabid dog. Talk about a cure worse than the disease. And let's not forget the magical concoctions. Shamans and alchemists whipped up everything from bat dung broth to unicorn horn powder. Spoiler alert, unicorns weren't real, so good luck finding that. These elixirs were more likely to send you on a psychedelic trip than actually cure anything. The truth is, most medieval treatments were ineffective and sometimes downright dangerous. The best defense? Abstinence, preached heavily by the church, though not always practiced. So, the next time you complain about modern medicine, remember, at least you're not dealing with leeches and mercury. Though who knows, maybe in the future, robots will be diagnosing our love bugs with laser scalpels. Now that's a future story I'd love to see play out.